So I want to start off my video by saying this. One thing we all know as men, especially as a black man, we understand a woman is beautiful in every way. The woman is a beautiful thing. The Most High created the woman to be a beautiful helpmeet to the man, to be a woman that holds down a fort, a strong woman to be there for her son and protect her son and nourish her son, and to be able to understand what's important in regards to, you know, not putting herself first, but humbling herself to what's important. Meaning, not you. It's not all about you. So the woman has to understand in these last days that there's going to be things that are going to take place that are going to humble the hell out of her. Because in these times, the woman is prideful. The majority of women, I'm not saying all women, but the majority of these modern day liberal, Americanized, westernized women, they prideful. They don't understand their place. And that's not necessarily their fault. It's all about the TV and the propaganda that come from the power structure. I'm not disrespecting the woman at all. I'm just saying the woman is kind of like a child when it comes to her mentality. They're very impressionable. So we have to understand that in these last days, a lot of our women, so-called black women, they're just so far fucking gone. The majority, I'm not saying all of them, but the majority of them, they're gone. They're gone. So we have to understand that instead of being so, simpish when, you come across these women that just don't understand, or you come across these women that don't know how to be women to their men or to their husband. And sometimes it's due to the man's fault because he don't know how to fucking be a man. So it's a two-way street. But I just wanted to go over this scripture right here because it's very important for our brothers, especially of the elect, the hopeful elect, to understand in these last days how to be humble and patient, because it's very important so we can understand. Don't get so caught up in the woman. The woman is a beautiful thing. The woman is a beautiful thing in every way, physically, mentally, in every way. We understand that sometimes they can have, certain, ways about them. But at the end of the day, they're beautiful. And the Most High created them to be the helpmeet to the man. So the woman has to humble herself to that. But in these days, the serpent, is spewing out a whole lot of propaganda, and they're inhaling every breath that the serpent exhales. They don't understand that because they're proverbial Eve. You know what I mean? As far as the woman, the majority of the woman, they're proverbial Eve. They're beguiled by the serpent. What's the serpent? The beast, the people that control the TV and what's propagated to us. That's the serpent. You know what I mean? This Babylonian Luciferian system in which they control the masses through, mind control. And it's easy to do that to women. That's why everything is catered towards the woman. You feel what I'm saying? It's no disrespect. I don't want women to be disrespected by this. I love my women. But they have to understand this. And the woman has to understand that the man is the head. The man was created to be the head. The man was set up to be the head. But at the end of the day, we're in captivity. So everything is just so upside down. The roles are reversed. But like I said, everything is going to be restored through traumatic events. And that's how the woman is going to humble herself. She's going to humble herself through traumatic events. So let's get Isaiah real quick. I know I'm going in, but I just wanted to, go on that little soliloquy real quick. So let's go to Isaiah real quick. Where's the book of Isaiah? Right here. And let's go to Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 4, where it says here, a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. Now let's go to Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 1, where it says, in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Meaning what? The woman is going to humble herself through traumatic events in these last days, and they're going to humble themselves to the elect of the men of Israel in regards to the remnant of people that's righteous. Because most of the remnant of people most of the people, the majority of people that's wicked, they're going to be done away with. They're going to be cast away, whether it be through destruction or through just mere, when it comes to just me being like I'm basically It's basically a metaphor as far as done away with. It can be used in the sense of them being done away with mentally, where the woman gives up and understands that what's best for her is a righteous man, and also done away with in regards to the destruction that's going to take place. So excuse me for that little confusion there, but the woman is going to humble herself, all women, but specifically the black woman, the Israelite woman is going to humble herself wholeheartedly to a man, to a righteous man. It's going to be like, kind of like the book of Eli, where you have a whole bunch of prostitutes and all that who subject themselves to men, to men who understand how to move in a world like that, in a post-apocalyptic world like that. It's going to be like that. That's why it says 7 women shall take hold of one man, meaning it's going to be a lot of women in these days that's not going to have somebody to turn to, but they're going to look to turn to one of the remnants, the righteous remnant, as far as the men. That's why it's up to us men to humble ourselves and be patient in these last days and gather as much information and knowledge as much as possible so we can teach our women in these days. You feel what I'm saying? And in that time when you have women that come to you in these days where, your knowledge and your wisdom is starting to really be heightened, and people are starting to resonate because the Most High is making it known that we coming into those times. You have to humble yourself to the lady and teach her and really give it to her as far as, you need to understand your place. You need to understand what time it is. I'm not trying to, be misogynistic and all these stupid ass terms that people come up with to basically like shame people into having a real, a real mind or a real thought or a real comment or whatever. It's like you got terms like misogynistic and sexist and all this dumb shit. It's like you can never say nothing real without somebody trying to like use that as a defense mechanism. You feel what I'm saying? It's so silly. But at the end of the day, we have to understand in these times, the woman is galvanized by what this society is as far as the spirit, as far as the energy. And this is their kingdom per se in regards to the woman, because the woman, as far as her proclivities lean more towards the mores of this society. So we have to understand that they're favored. They doing whatever the hell they want to do for the most part. You got these chicks that walk around half naked without a damn care, without a shame. They don't care because this is their world. You feel what I'm saying? This is their society. And in righteous society, they ain't walking around like that. They're not walking around like that. Eve is more prone to, wickedness. It just is what it is. The woman is more prone to stay on that left side, but it's more so about who's in power. The people that's in power, they control wickedness. It's pervaded by wickedness when it comes to the people that's in power. So they follow power. If the power structure was based in righteousness, the woman would be righteous. Women follow. That's just what it is. They follow power. So whatever, whoever's in power, they're going to follow that vibe. For the most part, you have some women out here that they're righteous and they're blessed with that ability. I'm not saying that all women follow power. I mean, all women follow power to a degree. But what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that there's women out here that don't understand. You have women out here that know what time it is. And if you're blessed to come across that woman, you better keep her and cherish her. And I made that mistake a long time ago, but that's whatever. That's a whole nother personal thing. But anyway, we have to understand that, the woman is a blessing. The woman was created to be a helpmeet to the man, to ease the man. But at the end of the day, in these times, they're kind of like our enemy to a degree as far as the black man. Because look what Black Lives Matter is teaching us. They're telling us that we want to destroy the nuclear household. You feel what I'm saying? They're saying fuck the 2-parent household. And if you're saying fuck the 2-parent household, you're not advocating for it to be a single parent as far as like a father. You want the mother to be the single parent. So they're trying to destroy the patriarchy. So we have to understand what time it is, but still understand that, yes, they still our women. We must love them and cherish them, but know who they are, know their makeup. It tells you in this very book, not in Isaiah, but it tells you that there's no wickedness like the wickedness of a woman. So we must understand what the woman comes with. Yes, she's beautiful, but you can't fall for that beauty that's on the outside sometimes. You gotta vet them and understand internally what they're about. You gotta understand the substance. You can't just fall for a fat ass and big titties and some good pussy. I fell for that shit and I had to pay. But at the end of the day, we must understand the woman as far as the beauty that's in her and, her negative side. And we all have a negative side, men and women. But it's more in the woman as far as being able to observe it because they show it more. You feel what I'm saying? A man knows how to utilize his scruples more. A man knows, boundaries and so on and so forth. A woman, for the most part, is going to be shameless. I mean, it just is what it is. I'm not saying all women, but for the most part, the woman is shameless. So I just wanted to go over that real quick. I don't want people to be offended. If you are, whatever, it is what it is, but I don't want people to be offended. But at the end of the day, people going to be offended. It's the truth. But I just wanted to say God bless you all and peace. Thank y'all.